You would have served in the union, I think, until 1995, some from the 70s. So what would have been some of the other major struggles or accomplishments that you can think of during that time?
I tell you how I became President General. Basdeo Panday, who was president of the union, died. The union without him could barely survive. Oh, and the union was very corrupt, incidentally, under Basdeo. He'd make deals with the company. They'd flip a coin to determine how much percentage they get and all kinds of foolishness. When I became president of the union, that was the state of the union. And the union was being led by a guy by the name of 𝘲𝙗𝙈𝙄𝙉.
Okay.
And we had a tremendous internal battle. The battle was to create the union into a fighting force. And so there were lots of internal conflict between myself and 𝘲𝙗𝙗 as to where the union should go. And so I began leading a struggle within the union to change the direction of the union. The working conditions were terrible. Long days, long tasks in the sun, wind, rain, all sorts of things. And wages were the lowest paid in the entire country. And that struggle went on until we became a bargaining force. We bargained with the union, with the company. I began demanding 100% increase in order to bring the workers up to the level of the lowest paid in this society beside the workers. And we fought after the Bloody Tuesday March and all that sort of thing. We eventually got the 100%.
So that was a first for the sugar industry, 100% increase in wages for the sugar workers.
Oh yeah. The sugar workers used to be paid in a little brown envelope.
Okay.
That had a slit at the top. And they would be paid in various areas of the sugar industry, some of which were rather lonely areas. But the sugar worker understood only one thing, that money, they could smell money and see money and taste money. Money didn't exist otherwise than that. When we got the 100%, I told the company, I want you to pay them by check. And I never had so much trouble in my life. The company agreed to pay them by check. When they got wind of it, they descended upon me like a ton of bricks, because a check is not money. Money was that thing in the envelope. As far as they're concerned, I had betrayed them. I had a struggle now with the workers. And I had a meeting and I told them, I said, listen, when this 100% is being paid, it will be about $10 million floating in an industry that covers a huge area, including Golden Grove. And they are going to pay you this money in cash, and you are going to leave these lonely places to go home. You think the bandits and robbers and all of that existing in the country wouldn't know that? Don't you think you will never reach home? And I began arguing with them.
Yeah.
Tremendous argument. And they agreed. They agreed. So they got the money by check and so on. And for the first time in their life, they had a checkbook. Never knew what a checkbook was, which had political consequences later on. Robinson and I were fighting. He was some party and I was ULF or whatever. And we were fighting, and there was a meeting in 𝘲𝙗𝙈𝙄𝙉, and he was there near the police station. And he began telling the workers, My symbol is the book. And I want you to vote for the book, and the book, and the book, and the book. He keeps on that. And the worker says, hey, listen, there's only one book we know, eh? It's Bank book. And Panday give me that, so get the hell out.